The Ranger Boat Owners Tournament, August 14th, 2004 at Lake Don Pedro. The launch.
Good luck.
Everybody has to wear a life jacket. Zoom in and see what this guy's doing. Why? He's putting on sunscreen. What does Bill Dan say?
Truck and his boat's a few years old. He needs
one.
Swap that dude. What's it called? Get on a new one. Give you what, a boat? Okay, we can handle that. As a matter of fact, you have your priorities right. Guarantee you, 250,000 new Ranger boat. So, but like I said, I had the first Ranger boat of Oklahoma back in 1968, which was the year the Ranger boat got started. So we go back a long, long way. Ben, I just want to thank them for having me out here, Ranger Boat Company, and Chet and all the good people at CNC. I know that they're taking really, really good care of y'all. Let's draw these out. By the way, y'all, I have a ticket myself, so when we get around to big prize, if I call out 584440, it's me. Okay. All right, somebody, you know, just enter, draw one out. You want me to draw one out? These boys gonna draw it. These boys got tickets of their own too. All right, what's the deal? You get to come up here and take your pick to start out. Is that way how's it going to go up here? Are we going to hand prizes out or what? Okay, we're going to hand them out. All right, I guess I want to thank all the people that I assume donated a lot of this stuff. Is that correct, Chet? Chet thinks his wife's talking to him, not paying any attention. Chet, is that right? A lot of this stuff was donated by the folks? Okay, you look over here on this over here, it tells the sponsors. I see Diversified Marine Product, Mercury Coca-Cola, Keeper, Predator, Worms, Revenge, and Gary Yamamoto. Gary and Beverly, very, very good friends of mine. But anyway, and you know, y'all, when these companies donate stuff like this for these events, they do that to help y'all. And you know, the only thing that I ask people, fishermen, and we've been doing this for a long, long time, is when you go out to buy products, when you go out to buy fishing lures and rods and reels and boats and motors and line and everything else, remember these are the people right here supporting you. These are people supporting you, and they're doing it, you know, to help you catch more fish. So remember that when you go out there and buy your stuff, and support them. That's exactly what I do when I go and buy my fishing tackle. And by the way, I do not get it all free. I probably could, but what bugs me worse than anything is to go somewhere and have to buy $50 or $75 worth of lures that I've got 4 or 5 dozen up at home. It happens every stinking tournament. The tournament some of y'all have mentioned out here in Lake Oroville, out here in California, that I fished, I don't remember the year, back in the middle 70s. I mean, maybe like 1975 or 6 or something like that. And I actually won that tournament. We figured out how to catch fish. We catch them on a little Roadrunner jig. In fact, the guy's here that I fished with the first day of that tournament. Where is that man? Yeah, right over here, the guy I fished with. He caught a limit that day also. If I remember right, I caught 2 fish before you ever made a cast, didn't I? Something like that. That's my story, he says. My story was also, I thought he only caught 4 fish that day. He might have been caught 5. But anyway, I was catching on a little Roadrunner jig with a half of a bass strip on it. A little Uncle Josh, and I saw some Uncle Josh over here. Uncle Josh bass, which I'm sure none of these are, but the little thin white bass strip. And what I was doing, I'd take a razor blade and cut that bass strip in half. It's a little flat deal, and put it on that little 1/8 ounce Roadrunner jig, and was fishing on those real high bluffs there. And that half of that strip would make that jig fall more slowly. And when I figured out how to catch those fish the second day of the practice, I went to every tackle store, every discount store in that entire town, and bought every jar of bass strip in the whole town. I had like 16 or 18 jars of that, and the only ones that had them was me and my buddy. That's it. Nobody could even go buy anymore. We had them all. I think I gave a few to my partner for second day. Did I give you some? Yeah, I was thinking I did that, but I wasn't worried about him. He only caught 4 the first day. He remembers he caught 5. Anyway, it was a wonderful time. All right, 584-340. 4340. Jump up here, holler bingo. 4340. Now wait a minute, y'all covered up my number. My number is 4440, okay? All right, 4302. 4302. 4302. All right, let me explain the way this game is played. You take any little tickets that all of y'all got, and if you look up there on it, there's numbers like 584288. Disregard the 58. That don't mean nothing, all right? I ain't gonna read that out. I'm gonna read like 4288. And you look at that number, and if your number's the same one that I read out, you run up here and win something, okay? Y'all understand the rules? No entry fee. Okay, if I drop one on the ground, you don't win. 4247. 4247. Don't everybody rush up here all at once. Guys, this game's not that difficult. 4288. This ain't brain surgery we're talking about. Do we have a winner? Has anybody ever? All right, explain how this works. You look on your number and it was 4288, right? Yeah, that's right. Just read that. I know this is not Arkansas. I know y'all can read. 4401. 4401. I've read 8 numbers out. We have 2 winners. All right, you guys are catching on. 4289. 4289. $1,150. It got better. Summers and Martin. Summers and Martin also, while they're up here, they will also finish in 14th place. So their total winning for the day is $1,380. 1380, 14th place, and the big bass. The big bass is 7.30. I think you do get a rod too. A big fish rod also. Second big bass is 6.45. It wins $690 plus the team of Hawkins and Maggie. McGee would be M-A-G-G-E-E. It wouldn't cost any more money to put an extra E on that and make McGee out of Mag. Hawkins and McGee. Total weight, listen to this, 1741. Their big bass, 645. Their total winnings, $990. Fourth place in the tournament. Third place big bass. Weighed 6.24. Wins $460. Plus they finished 11th place in the tournament. Ruthman and Park, 9.85. Total winnings, $690. All right, let's start with our champions. I believe it is Pete Henneke and is it Ryan Henneke? Is that correct? I'm just kind of trying to remember when they weighed in. Pete and Ryan, is that correct? Y'all listen to this, 24.68. The heaviest stringer award, they win $1,080. The JD Power option, they win $545 plus $600, a total of $2,225. That's your champion right there. What a job. Second place. They thought they had this tournament won. They're only beaten by .34. .34, that is a shade over 2 ounces, is what that is. Just a burp. That's a bass burp is all it is. 24-34, the team of Allen and Tosh, the very first team to weigh in. Allen and Tosh is what it says. E. Tosh, Bill Allen. That's what, yeah, this says Allen and Tosh. They win heavy, their second place heavy stringer, 648, 545 on a JD Power option, $1,593. In third place, my buddy Nick Sanchez. Where are you, Nick? 1944. Third place heaviest stringer, 432. JD Power option money, 545. Total, $1,327. Yeah. 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 He's already got a Ranger boat. Might have to save up and get a new one. $1,327. Get it? We've already paid fourth place money. That's Hawkins and McGee. They won a total of $990 in fifth place. I believe it's Bruce and Naples. Napes? Nunez, that's what I said. 1323, $275. In sixth place, Kevin Davidson and Brian Cox, 13.05, $240. In seventh place, Marino and Douglas, 12.25, $240. In eighth place, Fernandez and Junette, 13.04, $240. In ninth place, As a matter of fact, it didn't. It really makes no difference. The money's the same. Money's the same. You're right. You're exactly right. It's 1225 to 1304. You're right. Technical error, but the dollars are the same. In ninth place, Red and Kearns with 12.10, $240. Rounding out the top 10, Peterson and Biggs, 12.08, $240. We have already given the money to Rothman and Park, 9.85, 11th place, a total of $690.
I want to thank everyone for coming. I hope you had a good time. We'll try to do it again next year. So everybody be real careful going home. We appreciate all of our sponsors. We appreciate all of our customers. That's what it's for. Ranger Boat Company. That's what Jimmy said. We appreciate it very much.